Hey yogis, Shan here at Practice Indie, and we are looking at triangle pose today, and also just a really all levels, beginner level friendly flow that you can do anywhere you have a wall and a yoga mat. So those are our props today, a wall and a yoga mat, possibly a block, but not a necessity. So let's go ahead and do it. We are going to start at the wall. I'm going to show sideways, but you could also just turn around and face your wall. Your hands are going to come shoulder width distance. As you walk your hips back in space, your feet back in space, underneath your hip line, dropping your head in between your shoulders, coming into a wall, downward facing dog. And because today we're building to triangle, looking at triangle, really think about elongating your side waist. Really push the tailbone back. Get your side waist as long as possible, and then let the head drop. And a couple of deep breaths here. I've got a cold, so I might snot whistle from time to time. You're welcome. I'm going to take our right hand, move it to the center of the stance. Take your left hand, coming up onto the fingertips, drop it above the right palm, then bring yourself back down into that down dog shape. Now really focusing on rolling the left armpit down, deepening into that left side waist stretch. Nice deep breaths. And inhaling, switching sides. Left hand comes to the center, right hand comes above. Dropping head in between your arms and breathing. Again, playing around with straightening the legs, bending the knees, but really locating that right side waist, getting longer, and breathing in there. Very nice. Inhale to come up. And exhale, we're going to bring ourselves into a wider stance. Our butt against the wall, our shoulders against the wall. Depending on your flexibility, if you're more flexible, we're thinking ankles underneath wrists. If we're a little less flexible, thinking ankles underneath elbows. So making your choice there. And you go ahead, take the hands to the hips. Keep the left foot as it is. Turn your right toes towards the front edge of your mat. Keep your hips and your shoulders against the wall. Maybe soft bend in that right knee if you're like me and you tend to hyperextend. Start to bump the hips back, but keep the back side of the body on the wall as you slowly lower yourself down into our first triangle pose. So right hand comes to the shin, left arm up to the sky. We're really using the wall to provide feedback here. As we breathe into our inner thigh, into our hamstrings, into our hips, and breathe. One more deep breath in and out. Good. As you exhale, you're going to slowly come into a standing forward fold over that front leg. Depending on your flexibility, you might need to bend this right knee a lot. You might be able to come into a straight leg and then just folding over the leg. If you find that this pose gives you balance challenges, move closer to the wall. Use the wall as another prop to hold your right hip. And then breathe. One more breath. Soften into your right knee as you exhale. Step your left foot further back on the mat. Then drop your left knee down onto the earth. Melting your hips towards the front heel. The left hand's going to come down, or if it's far and you have a block, use your block under your left hand. Your right hand comes to the wall. You can use the wall to help leverage your spine open. So twisting in your lunge. Taking some nice deep breaths. One more breath. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale as you tuck your toes, lifting your knee, pivoting your heel down, walking yourself now through center, both sets of toes face away from the wall, bending your knees and then rolling up slowly. And we'll go to the other side. So opposite toes, left toes face the front edge of your mat now. The front edge of your mat. Right toes face the long edge of your mat. Inhaling, taking your arms out to the side, keeping both backs of the hips and shoulders on the wall. As you push your hips back, reach your left arm forward, and then dropping the arm down as you raise the right arm up. Thinking about that down dog on the wall, trying to get length in our side waist. And using the wall as feedback to yawn that right hip open. Feel that beautiful big stretch in our side waist. And breathe. Beautiful, one more breath. On your next exhale, softening your front knee. Starting to come into that Parsvottanasana, your pyramid pose here, squaring your hips, maybe bending the left knee a lot, and then forward folding over that leg. Again, you might bump your left hip up against the wall to give you some stability in the pose. Slow, steady breaths to let the muscles open up. And then gently walking that left foot slightly away from the wall, stepping your right foot back, lowering the right knee, keeping the right hand down on the ground or using your block. Left hand to the walls as you exhale, twist your spine open. Breathe. One more breath. Y'all, this is spicy meatball in my hips. So now we're going to come back to the center, toe heeling your feet, softening your knees, rolling up. Excellent job. We're going to take that triangle one more time. I want to challenge you to take your stance a little bit longer. So if you're in the narrower zone, challenge a little bit longer stance. Right toes forward, left toes towards the long edge of the mat. Hips and shoulders against the wall. Sliding, really bumping that hip. Reaching, 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 reaching. Seeing if you can go a little bit deeper towards your ankle. Leaning your top hip back as if someone could push in your hand, in your hip. Leaning your top shoulder open. Breathe. An option is stay here. This feels amazing. Or add another balance element. Coming in a half moon. So softening your front knee. If you have that block, you can use the block. Or hey, you got the wall here. Just let the wall support your weight as you come into half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Finding a comfortable place for your neck. You can go Iyengar style and bring your hand to your hip or keep that arm overhead. Just take one more breath. And then slowly soften your back leg down. We'll just go to the other side. So left toes forward, right toes towards the center of the stance. Make a longer stance. Really kick those hips back. Reach, 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 reach. Front arm down, top arm up. Really think about both side waists this time getting long. The longer stance makes that more available. You can stay here or looking down. Block or no block. Using the wall to open your hip, open your shoulders. Oh, that is so nice. My goodness. And then slowly coming back down. Oh my gosh, that feels so good on my back. Oh. All right, now we're going to come all the way onto our backs. I'm going to show part of this from this side because actually you can see this wall. But you know, just use your wall. So you're going to scooch up to your wall and you're going to come all the way onto your back. Right foot is going to come onto the wall. Left ankle is going to cross over the right. Then hand to that knee to come into our supine pigeon. I love this one. And then go ahead and switch sides. Isn't this nice? Good job. And then bringing yourself so your sacrum is flat on the ground, your tailbone is up against the wall. We're going to come into a straddle, taking those legs nice and wide, letting gravity hold you, letting the wall hold you. If you need more assistance, bend your knees You can also make a little platform with your palms as you bend your elbows and let your elbows act as little platforms to hold your legs. And breathe. One more deep breath. To come out, drawing the legs up the wall. You could stay in legs up the wall for a couple of breaths. You might roll onto your back and take Shavasana, which is what I would offer. Or you might work on your meditation practice by, again, utilizing the wall, letting it hold the back body so you find a nice lengthened spine. Perhaps close the eyes. And just sit for a few moments and rest once the video turns off. For now, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this triangle flow, this quick and easy utilization of the wall as a prop. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself and on your